guys, it's your girl Kay. Welcome to season 2 of Spill the Tea with Kay, episode 4. So, one of my followers actually sent me a question that she wants me to answer. She said, are British men better than African men? Well, first of all, I would like to say, for those who don't know, I'm originally from Botswana and I've been living in the UK for about 13 years. So I've seen a lot of British men, walking out about, I've seen a lot of men, okay? I've seen a lot of British men in my lifetime. So, yeah, I would say British men are the most good looking, fine specimen I've ever seen, right? Um, and I can't doubt that. But Africa also has some good looking fine men. I can't also dispute that. But since I grew up in the UK most of my life, I'm not gonna lie, British men are so good looking. Like when I grew up, all I saw was just chiseled jaw, tall guys, buffed up. I'm not gonna lie, I was just drooling whenever I was walking down the street. Cause for those who don't know, I'm a sucker for height, right? And for some reason, I don't know what it is. It's either the water or the food they eat, but British men tend to be so tall. Like I've seen so many tall guys in the UK. It's crazy. Like whenever I walk down the street, I'm like, okay, another tall guy. But in Botswana or Africa as a whole, yeah, we have some tall guys, but I've never seen so much tall guys like I've seen in the UK. That's one thing I can tell you. In terms of looks, yeah, UK guys, or should I say British men, take that on the lead in terms of like good looking, like, yeah, they're too far, they're far. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, they are so good looking. Or eat them if they were like a treat or something. I'm not saying that African men are not good looking as well, but what I'm saying, since I grew up here and that's what I've seen majority of my life, I lean towards saying that British men are good looking. I'm not disputing that African men or Botswana men are good looking. I've seen some good looking men in Africa, okay? There's some guys who are like just out of this world. You think, who made you? Like, let me tell you, Africa has some good looking men, okay? That's not a joke or whatever. I'm telling you the truth. Africa has some good men. But UK, British men, mm, they take it. Okay, it's like a cake with the chili on top. Alright. When it comes to personality, I would say African men take this one because men with personality are the most attractive people in the world. And I think African men, they have personality that just is out of this world compared to the British men. Like that personality sometimes is so dry. It's really hard to connect with them. That vibe is different. African men have this sauce, this swag about that personality. It oozes from their skin. That energy is just different compared to a British man. I'm not saying that British men don't have that swag, that sauce. It's a different type of sauce and swag. It's like Brazilian people or African guys have spice to it. They have spice, that seasoning that you can't compare to other people. That's what one thing I can tell you. African man, that personality is just on a different level. Okay, just a hella different level, and I love that. That's one thing I can tell you that I can say 100% that personality is just out of this world. Now, she asked me how do African men approach women and also British men, how do they approach women? Now, okay, this is really sticky because I think that African men, they come across more heavy towards the girls that they are attracted to or they like compared to British men. I've seen British men take it slow, smooth, like the way they approach women is just subtle. They don't force it. They let it flow. But African men, they're like once they are attracted to a woman or a girl they think is hot or good looking, they go in. They just like boom, they're there. They're like hunters. They just over the top sometimes. I feel they don't get it like the British guys. They just don't let it flow. They tend to force things, and then the girl will be like turn off. That's one I can tell you. That's the difference between the British men. They are more subtle, more gentle, more relaxed about the approach. But the African men, they tend to be forward, like way too much at the same time. Like they don't give it time to breathe, let it flow. Like that's one thing that turns me off. I want someone who would approach me in a way I'm like, oh, okay, I see you. You're putting some effort, but you're not doing too much. That's one thing I can tell you about African men. They are too much. They just don't give it time. They just go in without giving it time and let it flow. Yes, British guys have different chat-up lines compared to African men, obviously because of language and you know cultural differences. Um, African men have some hilarious chat-up lines. Now, since I grew up around British humor, obviously it's different from the personal African humor that I grew up when I was still a child. But since I'm an adult, I think I would prefer the British humor and short plays because that's what I know. That's what I grew up around. But like I mentioned earlier, height is my weakness. Okay, guys, like height is one thing. If I had to list everything I like about a guy, height would be like top one. So height, yeah, there's some tall guys in Brazil, but they can't beat British guys. British men are so tall, the height is just juicy, it just sucks. So, okay, it's just sucks. It's just wonderful. Yeah, vibes and energy. African men have a different kind of energy vibes compared to British men. That's a given. They have source about it. They just flow with the energy. It's there. It's natural. I'm not saying that British men don't have that energy, that bad. It's just different, because of cultural situation. But at the end of the day, they all have that energy, but in a different level. Overall, I would say British men are not better than African men. They just they're on a different level in terms of what they bring to the table. You can't really compare. Well, you can compare, but you can't say this one's better than that one because they all have that different ways that you can like and don't like with other people. So it's not really who's better or who's not better. It's just what do you like? What do you prefer as a person? What do you like about this British guy or this African guy? It's all about what you prefer at the end of the day. So no, I don't think British men are better than African men. They're just different people they have different approaches when it comes to liking girls or women. So yeah, I don't think it's a who's better kind of situation. Just what do you prefer and what do you like? Anyway, I hope that answers your question. Now for my subscribers and followers, leave your thoughts and your comments below. Thanks for listening. Stay tuned for another episode. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share.